Being a filmmaker or a content creator in 2021, it's been all about the gear. Gear here, gear there, here's some more gear, new lighting, new cameras. It's been all about the gear. We're big fans of gear. We're all about gear. New gear, old gear, gear that helps you do your job better. And we got a lot of it in 2021. So we're gonna take this time to run over some of our favorite gear purchases of 2021 and tell you why they are our favorites. What's going on, guys? My name is Matt and welcome back to Viva Media. So we bought a lot of equipment this year and you can tell by how many videos we made, because every time we got a new piece of gear, we made a video about it. But there are certain pieces of gear that really stood out to us this year, stuff that really helped us make our job easier to do, and stuff that will stay in our kit and live and go out with us on commercial productions or projects indefinitely. So I wanted to share those with you. So the first up for our favorite on the list would be the Aputure 200X. This light has been absolutely fantastic. Now, Aputure does make a D and an X version of this light. D standing for daylight, 5600 Kelvin, and X standing for bicolor, going all the way from 3200 to 5600 Kelvin. What we love about the 200X light specifically is it lets you dial in your color temperature regardless of what scenario you're in. Whether you're shooting in an office with weird magenta, green shifted fluorescent lights, or you're out shooting in a studio with 3200K tungsten or daylight fixtures, this thing can dial it in perfectly and run with the big boys. It goes out on every shoot with us, and that's not gonna change anytime soon. Aputure 200X. Next up, also in the lighting category, one of our favorites, is the Aputure, you can tell we love Aputure, 60X. This thing has also gone out on every single shoot with us. The reason why we love it, and the reason why it's slightly different than the 200X, is this thing is focusable. It is a tiny little light. It's super small, but it's weather resistant, has a focusable beam on the front, and can be powered off V-mount batteries. So if we're doing run and gun B-roll type setups, I can have somebody shining this light into the camera for a little accent flare to make things look super cinematic, and it looks amazing. And it comes in this cool little case. Really cool little case. Next up on our list, another one of our favorite companies, SmallRig. The SmallRig mini matte box has been amazing. Now, do we use it for the practical sense of what a matte box would be used for? No, we basically just put it on our cameras to make our cameras look bigger and cooler. Yes, of course, it does help block out the sun when you're outside. And yes, of course, you can slide in 4 by 5.65 inch filters, but we really just put it on the camera to make it look more impressive. Because when you're working on client projects, that aesthetic, whether we love it or not, is important. And function aside, it really is great to be able to just clamp it down, leave your lens on, go to a new location, and know your lens is protected right underneath this little flap. SmallRig, mini matte box. Love it. Also from SmallRig, a later addition to our collection, but very essential, was the SmallRig multi-tool. Now, we have a bunch of these things lying around the office, primarily looking like this. The issue with this one is it doesn't hold up very well over time. So we went ahead and bought one of these, which is really, really great. It's got little flaps, so you can click it and easily flick out whatever tool you may need, be it an Allen key for whatever size tool you need, be it a Phillips head, be it a star screw, or be it that little thing that everybody loves, the flathead. So you can screw in those little tripod plates to the bottom of your camera, and this thing is really, really robust. You can see it slides in and out, just like a pocket knife would. And it is really, really satisfying. So this little SmallRig multi-tool is a must-have, one of our favorites that we purchased in 2021. Love it. Don't get this one, spend the extra money and get this one. I promise you, it is worth it. Of course, we also couldn't go without saying one of our favorite cameras we got in 2021, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K Pro. This thing has gone out on almost every single shoot since we have had it. We've had a lot of Blackmagic products. We've had the URSA Mini G2, we've had the original Pocket 6K, but nothing is quite like the Pocket 6K Pro. Just the versatility of this thing makes it a no-brainer to bring out on every single production. The tilty, swivelly screen has been amazing. The calibration function they added via software has been amazing. The internal NDs on this thing has been amazing. The only two gripes I have with this camera, Sony MP batteries, though improved over the LPE6, still something to be desired. We still like using V-mount batteries on our Pocket 6K rig to power it. And number two being the EF mount. I know this is a cardinal sin. Do as I say, not as I do. We are moving into a world of Canon RF mount. It would be great to see a Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro RF mount camera as we transition away from the EF mount. So RF mount or not, still one of my favorite purchases for 2021. The Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro. Now, the last three favorite things on our list are a little bit of a package deal, you could say. One would be our Blackmagic URSA Mini Pro 12K. This thing is a beast. 12K resolution, raw. That's insane. This thing has been absolutely amazing to work with for larger projects where we need that extra crispiness or that extra resolution. They've really dialed in this camera as a high resolution beast and a little bit of a slow motion monster, if I do say so myself. It's got all the same things of the Blackmagic URSA Mini G2 that you know and love, but with some extra benefits. The resolution, the high frame rate, and the PL mount, which leads me to my next favorite thing. Our DZOFilm Pictor zooms, and we got the Cine kit. So that comes with the 20 to 55 f2.8 zoom and the 50 to 125 2.8 zoom. They have great range, they're well built, they're sharp. They have interchangeable PL to EF mounts, so we could really use this on our Pocket 6K Pro if we so pleased. They're smooth and they cover an amazing focal range. 20 millimeters to 55 and then 50 to 125. And of course, since they are PL mount, they fit perfectly on our Blackmagic URSA Mini Pro 12K. And last but not least of this favorite trifecta would be the Tilta Nucleus M. Now, this is a bit of an older system, but it is so nice to work with. Often, we're pairing this system with the Blackmagic URSA Mini Pro 12K and the DZO Pictor zooms so we can wirelessly control zoom and focus and even trigger recording completely remotely. The system is super robust, really well built, and can be powered all day off the batteries that we have with it. Having an all-in-one system like this where we can have a camera operator out running and gunning with this camera, have a wireless feed back where we're controlling focus, controlling zoom, framing up the shot exactly how we want, and hitting record just makes a three-person team super efficient and really lets this whole setup punch way above its price point. That's the Nucleus M. So those, my friends, are our favorite purchases of 2021 here at Viva Media. I'm really happy with these pieces of equipment and the way we've married them together to create these systems that make content creation so easy and much faster. What do you guys think of our favorites list? Did you get anything in 2021 that you really loved and can't live without? Let us know in the comments section down below. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. As always, I am Matt, we are Viva Media, and we will catch you in the next video. Now I guess I'll just have to start building up the 2022 equipment list. Red. Alexa Mini. Sorry, I was coughing there. Or was I?